Right.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Um, my name is Jubril. I'm working for Hamilton Public Library concerning the Wi-Fi. I'm sure you got our email. That's why you came for this interview.
Yeah.
I must say, I must really, really appreciate you for coming over out of your busy and very your scheduled time. You made it available. You made yourself available for us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Those meetings not going to take long because I know you still have other things to do. So let's just kickstart and don't let me delay much of your time. It's going to be a very brief interview, please.
All right.
Yeah. So the interview is all about. I'm sure before we sent you an invite, we know you're a new user of the Amazon Public Library Wi-Fi. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the main purpose why we're sending, why we're actually carrying out this interview. We've been hearing or been having some feedbacks recently and some challenges about the Wi-Fi. But out of the many people, we know you're one of our top users, so we decided to have a meeting or an interview with you.
All right.
Then I think so we can be on the same page in order not to waste your time. Um, Madam, please can you tell me how long have you been using the Wi-Fi? I mean the library's public Wi-Fi.
All right. I've been using the Hamilton Public Library Wi-Fi for like 2 years now because I'm a student. So I use it for the purpose of research. I use it for educational resources and also download things online.
Oh wow. Oh wow. No wonder you are very precious to us, and that's why we had to call you in for this interview. Thank you so much.
All right.
Um, are you aware that we have 22 branches in Hamilton, including the bank mobiles?
I think so, but I know I normally use just two closest to me, although I've not
Oh,
visited the whole 22 branches.
oh, so you've only made use of two out of the 22 branches.
Yes.
Okay. We actually have 22 branches in Hamilton just for you. Maybe by the end of this interview, I'll give you the other locations. Probably anytime you're around there, you can walk in also.
All right, no problem. I'll appreciate that.
Well, moving forward, can you kindly share your experience while using the Wi-Fi or while visiting these two branches? How's your experience been so far?
All right, my experience have been good in the first year when the free Wi-Fi was being introduced,
Okay.
but with influx of people getting to be aware that there is a free Wi-Fi services there, it brought a lot of people to visit the library. And because of that, I started experiencing weak signal strength. But in terms of coverage, if I'm inside the library, I get a strong signal, but if it's crowded and there's no space and I need to sit down outside the library, that's when the network signal is very weak and won't even connect for me to do anything.
Oh, wow. You made mention of coverage. So generally you can say the coverage is better inside the library than when you step outside or in the public space.
Exactly. It's better inside the library than outside.
What about the signal strength? I mean the Wi-Fi strength.
The Wi-Fi strength depends on how many people are using it at a time. If it's a few people that are connected to the internet at that time I visited, mostly if I visit in the morning, I'll definitely know that there are not much people in using the library at that time. The signal strength will be strong. But if I visited it during the evening time, the signal strength is very weak because we have influx of people using it at the same time.
Oh, wow, wow. So um you mean in the morning the network or the Wi-Fi is stronger, it's faster in the morning when there are not a
Yes,
lot of people making use of the library.
yes,
So by evening or afternoon, it gets weaker, the speed is slower.
exactly.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. In terms of connectivity also, can you say generally it's fast in terms of connectivity and all?
I think in terms of connectivity, it connects automatically when I get into the coverage area, that's into the vicinity of the Hamilton Public Library. I get
Okay.
connected easily.
Okay. Um, I'm aware. I don't know. I'm not sure if you've experienced this. Um, while using the internet, do you get timed out intermittently, or you're always logged in throughout the period you're in the library?
If I use the internet for a long period of time, let's say 3 hours at a stretch, I definitely get timed out. But if I'm using it for a short period of time, I don't experience the timeout section.
Well, do you know how many hours you use it before it timed out, or it just goes off? You can't really say.
I can't really say because I don't keep track of time. So immediately I see I'm timed out, I have to re-log in again.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's been noted, man. That's been noted. Do you take your laptops to the library or you use your mobile phone?
I use both. If I go and I see a space to use inside the library, I use the computers in the library. But if it's filled up and I need to stay outside the library, I use my personal laptop.
Okay. Have you ever made use of the internet ports using like wireless cable or wired cable to connect your laptop for the internet service at the library?
No, no.
Okay. No, no. I'm aware, and I'm sure you're also aware that every time you visit the library, you you are how would I call it? You are persuaded, or you must agree to the terms and conditions of the Hamilton Public Library Wi-Fi condition before you get connected every single day. Like
Yes,
what I mean is, if you step out now and you get disconnected and you're stepping out almost immediately back, when you connect, it tells you to agree to the terms and conditions before you get connected to the internet.
yes,
Are
I
you aware
know.
of this?
Yes, I know. It's a system that has been in place for a long time. So I'm used to that you need to accept the terms and condition attached to it every time you need to connect to it.
But are you okay with that situation, or with that service? Is that fine by you?
It's stressful.
Well,
In it,
stress.
yeah.
Well, apologies about that. In general, what do you think should be like way forward, or window for improvement for the internet? Or what can you suggest that we can do to make things better?
I'll recommend they try and fix the blind spots that
Blind
exist that
spots.
limits. Yeah, there are some blind spots that the network coverage doesn't reach. If I sit under the tree, I think the tree kind of is a blind spot that disconnects me from the internet. So if they fix the blind spot, I think the coverage will be wider for people to sit anywhere around the public place and use it. Then secondly, if they provide more internet ports,
Okay.
it will be better so that if you connect your personal laptop to the internet port, it's a little bit faster than connecting it to a wireless equipment. So
Okay.
I think if they provide more internet ports, it will go a long way in improving the Wi-Fi services.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to document everything you said, so in
No
order
problem.
to get everything, not to leave anything unfound. Okay. So, madam, what you just said now, you said the coverage should be expanded. That you've noticed some blind spots around the building and where you are not
Yes.
able to use the internet. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. You also made mention that the internet ports are very, very limited, and maybe probably that's why you've not been able to use the ports you've been. And if you actually, you say you've been using the library for 2 years, right?
Yes.
And you've never made use of the internet ports.
No, no.
Wow. So you are recommending that if we can increase the internet ports around the library, that would be nice. That would be effective.
Yes.
Okay, okay. You also made mention that congestion, according to you, reduces the internet speed or influx of people. When a lot of people are connected to the internet, you notice that by noon or by afternoon or by evening, the speed goes down, and the you don't get to connect to more. You don't achieve much with the internet, right?
Yes.
Please, what do you suggest we can do towards that to make to deliver an efficient service or to make the speed faster, if I may ask?
I think that one will have to be taken up by the network providers. Maybe there's something they need to do, the network providers need to do to accommodate a number of people that are using it to still retain the same signal strength.
Okay, 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 okay. That has been noted. And okay, yeah, okay, that has been noted. Um, any other thing you think you might want to ask, or you feel you should inform me, or probably have not asked, or you probably want to share?
I don't have any suggestion for you.
Okay. Once again, madam, I would like to appreciate your time and for you to honor this urgent or this unexpected call for the interview. I really appreciate you. And yeah, as a way of feedback, all our chat, all this interview we just did is I've documented it, and shortly I'll be sending you a mail to give you the feedback and to let you know like this is what we discussed and if you agree with them, because we actually want to work on your feedback and actually give a more efficient or efficient service to everybody in our Hamilton actually. So
All
thank you
right.
so much for your time. I appreciate it. And I'll be hearing from you again soon next.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a nice day.
You too.